Today we will dive into solving the FizzBuzz problem, a challenge often posed in software engineering interviews. Not only we will solve the problem, but we will also ensure that our solution is correct by the just test cases. So let's start on the problem statement first. So in the FizzBuzz problem, we need to print numbers from 1 to 100, and where we see multiples of 3, instead of the number we are going to print fizz, and instead of the number of 5 we are going to print buzz. And also for the numbers where we see that this number is multiple of both, then we are going to print FizzBuzz. So instead of directly printing it out, I am going to create a function which is going to return these values in an array, and we are just going to print it out that array. Okay, and before going into that, what I just want to show you that I have already added some test cases over here. So you will find this link in the description, so you can also access this code. So here I have written this test cases which identifies like if it is correctly set the multiples of 3, 5 and for both, and as well as if it is not a multiple of 3 or 5, then we are just going to print a simple number. So first of all, I'm going to show you like how to run this test case. Jest and then FizzBuzz. Okay, so I can omit the test.js extension here, so I'm just going to write this and press enter. So this is supposed to be failing, as we don't have any function which returns this kind of array. Okay, so now let's dive into next thing. So let's write steps that we are going to perform for the solution of this problem. So first we are going to write a function which returns an array of this printed numbers. Now the next step is going to be inside the function is we are going to loop through the numbers. Okay, loop through numbers. Then the third step is going to be we need to check multiples. So if it is a multiple of 3 or 5, then we are just going to check that, and then accordingly we are going to push our message into the array. Now when we are returning this, after that we need to execute our function, and there we can console it out. Execute and console it out. Okay, so now moving forward, let's write the function with the given steps. So simply I am going to write function FizzBuzz, and then let me take an array of results which is going to contain the results from these numbers where we are going to loop. So let I equal to 0 and then I is less than 100. So I'm going to keep it like this, or else I can also do this. I can keep it as 1 and then I can keep it as equal to, so it is easier to understand. Then I'm going to do the I plus plus, and after that we will have the condition check. So now we are looping through the numbers, and now we need to check multiples. So first multiple is 3, right? If I percentage 3, then I need to check if it is remainder is 0 or not for this operation. Then we are going to see that I guess we require one value where it stores the this basically this result. So I'm going to say let result, and here I'm going to see the result is going to be, let it be a string, result equal to fizz. Okay, and now next thing is if it is I percentage 5, then I'm going to say equal to 0, same condition, then result equal to buzz. Okay, I'm going to push this results dot push, and then this result is going to be here, or it is basically going to be a number but in a string format. So I'm going to use this operator this function and convert the index into the string. Now we have one another condition where if the number is multiple of 3 and 5 both, then what we need to do, actually we can just put plus here, and then it is going to concatenate the string based on the result. So here it is not required, but here we need to use this. So if either it is going to be fizz, then if it is going to be like divided by 3, then definitely we are going to add to result. And again, if it is divided by 5, then we can say this is a fizz buzz, and the buzz will be added afterwards. So result will contain both the outputs. So now we are good, and also I need to export this, as otherwise I won't be able to get it in the unit test case. So I am just putting things here, and sorry, I don't need to execute, but for the showcase purposes, let me also put it here, FizzBuzz. Now I need to run this function over here, so we will be able to see the output when we run this program and when we check the output. So now also one more thing I forgot, that I need to return results. That is the important thing, otherwise it is going to fail. Now again, before running test cases, I just want to show you the output. So let me just, okay, I did Control Z, and now we are on the right state. So I'm going to run this program, and that is FizzBuzz. So we are able to see that it is printing these numbers in an array, and we are able to see that it replaced numbers which are multiple of 3 with fizz and which are multiple of 5s with buzz. And also it shows that there are fizz buzz for the numbers which are multiple of 5 and 3 both. So now let's run our test case. So Jest and then FizzBuzz. Yep, all are passing. So let me show you as well, like what we have in test case. Basically, that function length, that result length should be 100, and the result which we are getting for the multiple of 3, we are going to replace it with fizz. Then where we have multiple of 5, we are going to replace it with buzz. And again, the same thing like goes on for the other conditions. So that is it, and let me know your thoughts and comments.